Hey, welcome everybody to week 40, Saturday, Tuesday, Thursday program design review. We're going to kick off with the Rocky warm-up. That is my suggested warm-up for you. If you haven't done that one, I know that we've made a YouTube video about it. We've also put it on the team Facebook page, and that is the main page. Fun warm-up to do. I like how we can end it, and instead of, like I say journey, you say fitness, I'm always got people with their arms in the air, the energy's been raised, and I'm like, I'm going to count you down, 3, 2, 1. And you say, yo, Adrian, right? And so we have a good time with that one. Everybody's channeling their inner Rocky, feeling inspired to go give this event their all. So our first exercise, it is highlighted in green. When you see green highlights, they're usually an indication that you may want to start at the station first for one reason or another. The yellow highlights below the exercise give you the purpose, the engagement, the entertainment. Sometimes we have orange highlights, and that is just might be an equipment concern or some other type of concern that we might need to discuss as to whether or not it's the exercise for every facility. So the dumbbell neutral grip eccentric chest press with a hip bridge. All right. So the reason this highlighted in green is because we want people to use heavy weights, but they're going to have a hard time getting those weights up on their own. So you as a coach, just like when there's a pull-up exercise and you got to be at the pull-up bar at first station, you got to be at this first station loading people up. And if you have two coaches on the floor and you're able to give somebody a good spot on their forearms to help them get a few force reps, this is a great place for a coach to be. Then you have your plow box, rear foot elevated Zercher hinge. I say hip hinge, you say hooray. That's right. All right, so chest up, shoulders back, getting that good hinge. Then the kettlebell low catch. So you're kind of catching it in that squat position, then you're up and you're side lunging side to side and back down, and then catching it again side to side. So the kettlebell low catch, teach side lunge form, making sure that when they step out, inside leg is staying straight, that their weight is over their heel, that both feet are pointed in the same direction. All right, so this is kind of like monitoring technique. We've discussed this in the past, and it's like, is my job at this station to challenge the weight? Is my job to challenge the pace? Is it to teach technique because it's something that's a little bit more technical? Know that you have only a few seconds to determine where am I going to start in this room? How am I going to make it every station? What's my purpose at every station? So it's good to know things like, is it going to be, am I going to challenge the weight? Am I going to challenge the pace? Am I going to teach a technique? Am I going to give a coaching cue? Am I going to give a compliment? Am I going to give a correction, right? So you're assessing constantly as a coach, what does this person need from me? Because they need a coach in there, and they need a coach that'll dive into each station and give them something. It might even be swapping out their weights, or, giving them an extra thick band, or whatever the case might be. Okay, so now we're at the jam ball shoulder over dead slam sprint. Another DECA training opportunity. All right, so challenge the pace. Might even challenge the weight if you want them to work on that shoulder over. The TRX arm farm, sun's out, guns out. So challenge the foot position. If you ain't shaking, we ain't training. That's what I like to tell them. And then as we go into round two, it's the highlighted in green, only because there's so many movement patterns happening with this one. You might have to talk them through it, because they're going to first jump forward in that mountain climber, kick their legs back, renegade row, hop it forward, curl and press, right? So there's a lot going on there. So talk them through it. Set a goal for how many they're going to get in 40 seconds, because once they know how to do it, it's about doing it as often as they can for that high intensity interval period of time. Plyo squat with alternating front lunge, cueing the torso upright. Kettlebell Turkish get up. Boy, the guy in this video did a great demo. It was me. I was just shouting myself out. Not really, but what I suggest is have a workshop. Send out some videos early on in the week. You're always going to have new members coming in. They're like, what is this thing called the Turkish get up? You can start by teaching people half a get up. Not everybody should do the full get up, but I would actually tell you that it does save you time to, during your demonstrations, invite people down to the floor and talk them through it. Roll to your elbow, push through your hand, do a hip bridge, swoop the leg, half kneeling, stand up, right? Talk them through it so they've all practiced it one time, because otherwise this should be your green highlight, because everybody needs you. Okay. Vert ball sit up with the Russian twist pyramid. So another DECA opportunity, making sure they're leaning back though in that twist, but it's a vert ball sit up, just like what we do in DECA. So challenge them to use that same weight if they are one of those DECA participants. And then the TRX reverse crossover lunge to a single arm bicep curl. a bit of a movement pattern that you have to get first. I highly recommend, if you haven't checked it out after our call, well, this was on leadership, but maybe one of your directors shared with you, look up the Gray Cook mobility flow. Just because of this movement pattern, it's just something to really work the stabilizers. The reverse crossover lunge is always good for the glutes and hips. And then, of course, there's a bicep curl. So help them find that foot position and just understand that what they're doing is really good for activating their stabilizers and their core and whatnot. And then finally, it's the finisher. I like to be fun with this one, I'm just going to have a good time. I'm going to be entertaining. That's my job, is to make sure that they had so much fun that they want to come again. So I'm like, all right, everybody. So we got 3 exercises for you. The first one is a skip. And it's called a skip because it's a skip. And so we're doing a skip to one side. Then the next one, everybody, is the Spider-Man push-up. And the secret name for the Spider-Man push-up is Peter Parker, right? And then we're going to do the Predator Jacks. The Predator Jacks are a bit like what we do for our breakdown. Your hands together and then they're coming apart. Now, the Predator makes a noise. So when we break it down, when I say breakdown, you say, ha, right? Breakdown, ha, right? And if everybody's wondering what the modification is, and this is the only time you'll hear me say modification or regression, it's ha. It's a little softer ha, right? So people get a chuckle out of that. And quite often during these sets, like when we get to that part of the Predator Jack, I'm going to like break down, ha, ha, how many can we get people, really chanting with that one. So just having a good time, keeping the energy up the entire time. And that is your week 40, Saturday, Tuesday, Thursday program design review. Be entertaining, be engaging. Have a great workout.